to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Clemson's offense comes onto the field first today. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And some room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Dingle. They're working that left side. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the toss. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that... and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Casey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Dropping back, it's Dingle. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Casey. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
He's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here we go. Just going to keep it after the snap. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Boone. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to march their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Running into the open space. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Dingle. Moving out of the pocket. Creates a little room. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. It's a fumble on the play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Back to throw. It's Dingle. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out in the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Dingle. He's moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. Flips it out to the back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. We saw it right there.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Dingle. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are in late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late?
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Casey. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. It's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Offense now working in the red zone.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Pittsburgh has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. They're trailing by 15 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication is busted.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish, nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.